Hey everyone, welcome back to the Beta TV studio for today's live episode of You Need This. I'm your host Noelle, and spring is in full swing here. Now you might be thinking about making some plans to get outdoors, maybe doing some camping, dust off that old, camping tent. We've got a product for you that you're not going to want to miss. We're talking about the food from CampFare. It was created by founder Andrew Sarda. Now he was an executive chef and a culinary director in New York, and really took that inspiration and turned it into camping food that is high quality. It's fine dining for camping, if you can believe that. And Patrick Russell, our general manager at Beta Mission Bay, is going to show us the product. He actually tried it out last night, so I can't wait to get his review of the meals. Hey Patrick, thanks so much for joining us. How's it going?
Good morning, Noelle. It's going great. Thank you.
Great. Okay, well, I'm really excited to pick your brain about the CampFare cuisine. But first and foremost, tell me, what is CampFare food? What is it exactly? What's the product?
So CampFare is a product for, like you said, for a product that you can use for camping at home, as well as it's a disaster preparation tool so that you can have a good meal in those situations. And the great thing about CampFare is they have many different types of campfares, including wild Alaskan salmon, as well as brown rice and red quinoa that we have here. The great thing about it is it uses almost all natural ingredients, very little process, and it's fully hydrated. And for example, the Alaskan salmon, it lasts 7 years. So it has a shelf life of 7 years, where the red rice and quinoa has a shelf life of 2 years with it.
Awesome. Okay, Patrick, you're making me hungry now. I'm like, is it lunchtime yet? Sounds delicious. So tell me about how you actually go about preparing the food.
Absolutely, and it's really easy to show you. So open up the package. You have your packet here. The packet is the key to the whole product with CampFare. It holds the technology that keeps the food fresh, that keeps the food right, and it makes it a really easy thing. So heat up water. Then you would just submerge this right into it, and it would be 2 minutes, and then it's ready to go. You can actually, I would suggest, if you like your food warm, to do it a little bit longer, like 3 minutes, but it's totally up to your preference. The other thing about it is you can literally put this in a bowl once you're done, or you can eat it right out of the pouch as well. And there's so many different things that you can do with this, but it's just so simple to use. I mean, as we're talking, by the time this video is done, we would have made both of these and they'd be ready to go.
Wow. Okay, so two, different types of cuisine, but you can actually pair them together. We have a couple of pictures to show you from CampFare. So there we have on the left the salmon, which is paired with the quinoa and the beans, and then on the right is the quinoa and the beans, which is great for, our vegetarian friends. And speaking of that, Patrick, people with dietary restrictions, can they still enjoy the CampFare food?
Absolutely. So the products all the ingredients are gluten-free. So you have that process with it. And I will re-emphasize, they use as much natural ingredients as they can and as little processing as they can. And you look at this product that I have here, it's wild Alaskan salmon. So it's wild Alaskan salmon that they've caught. So it's one of those things that they're very conscientious of what they're doing. And it's also giving you the nutrients and the ingredients that you need, especially if you're on a long camping trip where you're hiking a lot and everything, and you need your energy, you need to be eating the right foods.
Definitely. I know. What an upgrade from like the PB&Js, right? That you just packing all of this, processed food, like you saying that, that's not going to keep you, feeling full on your camping trip. So these are really, really highly nutritious, options that you can take camping, or like you said, even just enjoy it at home, or if a disaster strikes, you are prepared with your CampFare food. Now, Patrick, you actually tried the food last night, and I'm dying to know, how did you like it? What is your critique? Give us your food review.
I've gone on camping trips and I've had dehydrated food and different things that I've had. It doesn't compare to this. This is really good. So the salmon was really good. I had it in a bowl. The one thing that I will suggest is, a lot of the flavor was at the bottom. So make sure you get everything out of it. And the rice and red quinoa was really good as well. And I think during a camping trip, you will need some carbs, some good carbs, right, to keep your energy going. And I think this is an absolutely perfect one for camping, and you can taste a hint of garlic with it, and it was really good.
Great. And what about portion sizes, Patrick? Are these great for one person, the solo camper, or can you share?
This would be, I would say this is for each individual. Now you may want to get different types and share them while to keep it a little interesting as you're camping. And you might want to have a couple of brown rice and quinoas and some salmon and some beef burgundy, whatever your choice is, but each one of these is for the individual. And going back to what you were saying about packing the PB&Js and stuff like that, the nice thing about this is this doesn't take up much room in your camping backpack, right? And so you can have multiple meals ready to go for that.
Well, and you're going to save a lot of space too, because you don't, like you were saying, you just need the hot water. So you don't need to bring, like the skillet, right? All the utensils that you might need to cook things. Really high in protein, I would think too. Both of those. So that is awesome. Patrick, so we have these two options available on beta.com and in our select beta stores. How much does each meal cost?
So the brown rice and red quinoa is $8.99, and the Alaskan salmon is $11.99.
Great. And then again, the shelf life, which is just amazing to me. So it's 7 years for the salmon? Wow.
2 years.
That's like, I can't even believe that. That's amazing.
And it doesn't, to emphasize this again, and definitely try it, but it doesn't taste like that dehydrated food where you're pouring in to get the hydration back. It really tastes like a meal.
Wow. Well, this is really elevated camping food. Super, super cool. And love that we have it here at Beta to offer to all of our viewers today. So head on over to beta.com to get yours. Patrick, thank you so much for joining me live here on this episode of You Need This. And thank you all for joining me here today as well. And hey, if you're in the market for a new pair of headphones, Patrick and I are both wearing the Aeropex by the company Aftershocks, which you can see here. They sit right on the outside of your ear. So they don't go in the ear or over the ear. They actually use bone conduction technology, which is so, so cool, to deliver the sound to your ears, but you're also able to hear everything around you. Now they come in 4 different colors. They're also waterproof, and they retail for $159.95. Such a great investment, and like a pair of headphones like nothing you've ever tried before. So head on over to beta.com to get your CampFare food, and then also, hey, get a pair of the Aeropex for your next camping trip too. Thanks so much for joining me here today on this episode of You Need This. We'll be back here again very soon for more episodes from Beta TV. Bye.